Hello, ladies and Germans. How you all doing? This is Con Ulrich,
And I'm Rangru. Hello, hello, hello.
and I am off the back end of my vacation, and we're back actually here with more Season 2 of the Steel Division League. Today, on the beautiful factory map of Colombo-Les, who do we have, Rang?
Well, on the left-hand side in blue, we have ourselves Chief of Berto as the 2nd Demi Brigade. And on the right-hand side, we have Jibeous as the 2nd Panzer Division. So 2 on 2. But the better question is, Khan, will we see 2-2-2s?
That's also true. Actually, the question I want to ask is, who's going to be second best of the two seconds?
One of them has to come on top.
I'm going to leave the sexual implications out of it for a second, but you go right there if you want to. But no, so the second versus the second over here. So we get Demis and we have the Panzers. What's going to go on here?
Well, it's a very interesting matchup as but both sides have good tanks in A phase. They both can bring out Panzer IVs in A phase, which is the only two divisions actually that can bring out Panzer IVs in A phase, which is rather funny because one's allied, one axis. You also got the Jagdpanzer from Chief Berto, which is also going to be a pain in the butt. And really, it's going to come down to Jibeous using his light vehicles efficiently to try and make a breakthrough, as Chief Berto. AT is pretty decent. He's got like the Pack 38s and Pack 40s and the rallies as well, but still, there's a lot of hard tracks that you have to contend with second. Second is a very powerful division that can push rather hard. And that B phase for Berto is gonna be torture, as the point discrepancy is huge, a 60-point discrepancy here. But yeah, I guess we'll just
B
have to
is
see.
certainly for brutal. I would say one thing as we get started here, though, we are kind of overselling, I would say, exactly how easy it'll be for that those half tracks
Yeah.
to affect some change on all of these buildings.
Yeah, going through the factory definitely be deadly for just to rush through, but those half tracks, if he micros it correctly, not get into a false Patron range of any rallies, if there are any, they can prove very good fire support units, as Demi Brigade Infantry really needs a fire support to work.
Yep, but ifs and buts were candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
Aye aye.
So, all right, we are getting started. Yep, of course, as you might expect, the Demi Brigade is taking those early buildings. But there's a couple of Flammenwerfers in the area, which might be enough to push back these saboteurs. It's going to be a very micro-intensive battle in that center part of the map.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to, dodging those satchel charges, like like Dance Dance Revolution, making sure you can get those Flammenwerfers on those saboteurs. I honestly goes down to the saboteurs, as he definitely outnumbers the Stern Pioneer. And I really liked how he managed to deploy saboteurs close to the front using the advantageous high speed of the transport vehicle, allowing him to get into a good ambush position as these Stern Pioneers slowly make their way up.
And hopefully he'll retreat. Yep, he's going to get in and out. Did he draw? No, he didn't get a chance to bait out that satchel charge.
So,
all right.
A little bloodless skirmish here. And yeah.
Oh, in this fight, it's anything but bloodless.
Up north is going to be very interesting with the Jagdpanzer versus Panzer IV. Here, really, Jagdpanzer has advantage, as it has the range and the armor to deal with the Panzer IV, but at the same time Panzer IV has veterancy, so if Jibeous can maneuver that around, get a bit closer, he could potentially kill the Jagdpanzer. Stern Pioneer gonna be having a bit of a tough time.
Run!
Nope.
Good. He dodges it. Good man. He draws out for one of them, so one of those is now much less powerful. And second one?
Is he gonna micro it again?
Yep, he does.
This is some good micro from both sides.
Yes, it is. Now, one thing I've just noticed, literally right this second, the rallies and the freaking Panzer Grenadiers have the same unit card. I hate that. And the P4 is dead.
Oh.
We'll be tied to North.
Yeah, that's definitely a big loss, from Jibeous.
But that's putting it delicately.
Yeah, but he needs to get his Jagdpanzer on the scene to deal with these 2-5 runs, as that's stopping his current push at the moment.
Yeah, but where's he going for that? He's going to see both of them as soon as he moves up. He sees one of them already.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not going to be pretty at all.
Yeah.
What can the Germans do now? They've completely lost the North, and while the North might remember, what else do they need to do for the memory to not be forgotten?
Well, the nice thing is that there's only one Jagdpanzer Jibeous has to worry about. I mean, it's also a Panzer IV and like a Char B2, that's also rather scary, but much more manageable for 2nd Panzer. So things maybe just leave it north, just a bit You know, a bit undefended. Just don't put too much worry about it. Maybe push in the middle, for example, like he's doing with his half tracks. Just try to put pressure on another flank, because that Outpanzer can't be everywhere at once.
No, but that P4 that you're mentioning might be.
Oh yeah, yeah, and a P3.
Oh yeah, but the P3 for the Germans, and at that point, I hate to malign German equipment, but as the map turns into a clown's face from the red side of things,
It's a giant red nose.
Exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
God.
And now with the Philadelphia Fanatic, but that's a baseball thing out for the year, folks. In any case, we also having a Panhard coming on in 2. So these half tracks, despite the fact that they are encircling the saboteurs and the rallies, I don't know how long this particular assault's going to go.
Yeah, best thing for the half tracks to do is just try to hide for now and just have that map control. As Jibeous is getting that slow +1 point advantage, which really all that matters in the end of the day.
Yep, I guess we don't really concern ourselves with being an actual military force for longer than a fight or 2.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, World War II was all fought over 40-minute battles and everyone took a break for tea time.
Exactly. I mean, especially as if you fight the British, they always make it a rule. It's this weird thing. I don't know what it is.
I know, it's just, you know, gotta have tea time, you know. Gotta have everything in order. Without order, that's chaos.
Well, without us doing that in the American Revolution, how do you think we won? We attacked them during tea time.
I know, you bloody bastards.
We don't drink tea. We throw it in the ocean.
Yeah.
But it is a +2, at least for the moment. Another German half-track coming into the north, but for the Allies this time. And that Panhard might just be able to reverse all of that incremental destruction that's going on here.
Yeah, we do have a Pack 40 up north here to try and deal with the Jagdpanzer. He ends up getting destroyed as he jumps out. Fortunately, Pack 40 is still alive, so he can fight another day, but yeah, Jagdpanzer is definitely a pain in the butt. Jibeous seems like he's trying to set up to do a flanking maneuver. Yeah, I feel like he's going to have to do something a bit more rider, like all the way round to the left and get behind the Jagdpanzer to try to make anything really happen. But even then, Chief Berto is just going to see out a mile away.
Yeah, it's a little less aggressive a positioning. I imagine he's going to move him just west to see... Ooh, wow. Oh, that was the Allied version of that. Okay, so the Pack 40 is getting up and into action. Well done. Okay.
Yeah.
Pack track coming into the south. I think that's the kind of offset that P4. I know he's not really in range just yet, but it's still definitely a viable issue.
Yeah, and there's also has the Panzer Strike squad in it too, and in that southern area, there's got a lot of good spots to sneak in a Panzer Strike. Spitfire up north dropping in some bombs, and that Pack 40 is going to be falling back with a little bit of damage.
Panhard, in the meantime, as well as the P4 combined, to really put pressure on these half tracks, and this one Panhard is just playing hide and go seek with the half tracks.
Yeah, ring around the rosies, jeez.
Yes, sir. And apparently we don't have the Winchester bug affecting that Spitfire.
Yep, so he's going to be coming around for seconds and thirds and maybe fourth as he's very hungry as he tries to kill out Pack 40. You even got the 2-5 run chase in the Pack 40 as well, so...
Ah, yes, there it is. Quick, get that shot off. Oh, no, he's going to die.
Yeah, our Pack 40 is absolutely toast.
Which is a shame, because that's a big, big investment.
Yep, and he really needs our Pack 40 to try to kill out Jagdpanzers. That's still running around up north completely willy-nilly. But we've got some Panzer Grenadiers being loaded in the middle, and it's exactly what Jibeous needs to do, just put pressure everywhere else. That Jagdpanzer up north is pretty much holed up in that northern boundary. So, God, the Panzer III is probably going to die.
Yes, he is. Especially if he shoots like that. There we go.
Yeah, that was a bit silly using the Panzer. I think he was trying to get a side shot, but he really missed his opportunity. He needed to get a much more rider flank to really get the side shot,
Well, if you get one shot, one opportunity, would you take it? Would you let it slip? And
I'd vomit it out like Mum's spaghetti.
Oh yeah, he totally did that, man. He was all up in that spaghetti.
Yep.
Panzer Strikes come onto the field and almost immediately are going to get taken on out. That was where is the Pack Track? Pack Track died, didn't it?
Yeah, I think the Pack Track has tracked its last pack.
Yep, the rallies took it out. That's actually the burning carcass in the middle of that courtyard there. But it is still +2, and despite the fact that he's hemorrhaging units, Jibeous is taking the field.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. I mean, he's got map control, I mean, he's using the half tracks just to grab huge.
Sorry, Saboteurs just needed the 250.
Oh.
Which just makes me kind of cry a little bit on the inside.
But he's just managed to, manifest destiny all of this land, and that's just given him the +2 point advantage, and that's just good use of half tracks. I mean, it's slowly getting picked off run by run as these Panhards are.
There goes the Jagdpanzer. The driver's knocked out over on the P4, but the P4 takes the Jagdpanzer with one shot. Ladies and gentlemen, the entire northern flank is completely inverted now.
Yeah, damn, how close? I was pretty close. Yeah, he had like an alright penetration chance for the Panther 4, but that's a big loss. And heading into B phase, that Jagdpanzer gone, that really opens up the tide for Jibeous to push through, because B phase for Jib is it's gonna be very good. It's gonna be very good. Same time, Berto, he still has a Panzer 4 down south. He has Pack 40s and Pack 38s that he can get, so he still has defensive options to survive till C phase, and really it's going to be down to Berto just holding on to what little ground he has. Well, he has good ground still. He still holds a factory, just not technically, as is kind of behind enemy lines, which usually are those half tracks and Panzer Grenadiers.
Well, Rally to the North does claim one of those half tracks, but it's at least important to note that he did not claim the P4.
Yeah.
That is the only thing that matters now, and that's two Faust patrons, and that's 2 kills.
Mm-hmm.
The infantry fight is going very well for Chief Berto. Vehicles, that's been inverted now.
Yeah, I mean, Chief Berto has like a fantastic infantry division. Same with Jibeous. I mean, now in B phase, he can get Sturm Grenadiers, and by God, I hope he has a lot of Sturm Grenadiers in his deck, as they're such bloody good units. But in terms of factory fight in CQC, Berto really just had advantage. He could just spam so much SAS, dude. So much. And we're seeing a Grill Khan.
Yeah, I was going to say, he seems ready to barbecue. Just in time for the 4th of July, ladies and gentlemen, get out your weenies.
Yeah.
And where's he aiming now is the question. He's aiming. What the heck is he aiming at? Oh no, he's attack moving. Thank you, God. Okay, that would confuse me quite a bit there.
Yeah, damn. I can't remember the last time I've seen an actual grill. Like.
Well, you need to go picnicking a lot more.
Good point. Good point.
But infantry is dying a little bit after a little bit here, and it's still +2. Only Spa Troops holding up these Panhards, and we know how well they fight.
Yeah, no, it's a real good push for the Panhards, just trying to relieve some pressure. Doing the same thing that Jibeous did to him, just push through a exposed flank, and he can actually kill the Panzer 4. That's exactly what he's gonna do. Oh my word, he could really do some damage to the Panzer 4, and he's got air superiority flying around. This is really good Demi Brigade play. I mean,
he could, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. If Horst Ramst coming on in as well, that P4 hero unit will be enough to support our under fire friend.
Yeah, he's about to get into range, and the Panhard's taking some suppression damage from the grill. But damn, I really just like the use of all these Spitfires flying around. That's bang on.
Weapons jammed.
Good. Oh, Grill goes down to run Panhard.
But you know what? I would trade the Grill to keep the P4 alive.
Yeah, that's 100%. 100%. And then finally, Jibeous is forced to buy some anti-aircraft. Flak 20 mil of a mobile Flak 20 mil. So that's a good deal.
A very good deal.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah, please.
No, it's just, why have a 20 mil and you can have 2 20 mils. Or have 4 if you get a flank vehicle in.
True.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Now, one thing that's kind of interesting to me is the 2nd Panzer does not tend to be a supremely heavy air-powered deck. So, are we going to see something that's going to be coming in to contest the air, or do you just kind of assume it's going to be all on the ground for that AA?
You can actually get a pretty decent air loadout for 2nd Panzer in terms of a Panzer division. It's mainly just Focke-Wulfs. You've got Focke-Wulf fighters, Focke-Wulf rocket planes, Focke-Wulf recon planes, which are extremely bloody fast. Maybe we'll see like one Focke-Wulf fighter, as that would definitely help out Jibeous a bit in keeping those Spitfires. Right, heck, even a Focke-Wulf recon would be pretty good. So, even though they don't do much damage, they're still a decentish fighter. Decentish. Only 2 machine guns, but eventually, if you shoot something enough, they usually die. I think that's how bullets work.
D520. That's all I can say.
The
All I need to say, actually.
yeah.
Gepard, in the meantime, does claim one of the Panhards, and frankly, it seems like he's just being rather plucky. He's going to go to the north to help push back some of those Maquisards.
Yeah. And finally, really, I'd say MVP of this match is that 2-5 run behind enemy lines.
Yes.
That just has so much stupid ground under his
And
control.
he just forced the infantry to surrender. Oh my gosh. And that was the SAS too.
Yeah, he's just been like a predator in the factory, popping in and out. It's kind of like his domain, his hunting ground. It's funny how that thing has managed to just give that important +1 point advantage to Jibeous this entire time.
Even better than that, he's used precisely 89 rounds of ammo. He took an ammo storage hit super early on.
Oh wow.
That's it. He's used 89 rounds of ammo.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that's
pretty
fantastic. Sturm Pioneer is on the brink of just capturing those Maquisards, but he seems very reluctant to do so.
I can't see him actually, because nice thing about the saboteurs and the Maquisards is they have pretty good stealth because they're a recon unit.
Good point.
So they're very sneaky beaky. You have to get pretty much right to 100 meters to actually see the bloody things.
I am very happy to see this Gepard does see those partisans over there, and has been just throwing huge amounts of firepower at them.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's going to even retard his progress even a little bit. Oh no, another SAS group is coming on in. Bro, you're not going to fight this off.
Why doesn't he just send a 10-point partisan with a Panzerfaust instead of... I mean, he can still kill it because he can drop grenades on the top because it's an open-top vehicle, but still, it's a little bit risky.
Boom,
there he
there
goes. Finally, that took him long enough, but that's... Look at all that ground that's back under his control, and that's definitely helped even the score a little bit, but still, Jibeous is getting that slow plus run, and he has a lot of points to his name.
Yes, he does. Now, Tempest, in the meantime,
Ooh.
Is that really the right call to bring in a Tempest? I mean, I understand that has the 420 mils, but you're only using the Spitfires to just kind of dress out the entire enemy, so...
I think it's just cheaper than getting like a rocket or bomber plane, because points is a bit scarce for Chief Berto. But honestly, he's just strafing soft targets, so Tempest is still a pretty good choice. And he just has like an absolute gaggle of Spitfires, and the Tempest is like the Mama Duck protecting him.
Is that the technical term for a group of Spitfires? I always thought it was a squadron, but a gaggle sounds more appropriate.
I like the term gaggle. I mean, you know, Canada up here, have to worry about these bloody Canadian geese that like dive down and try to hit your cars. It can be really dangerous during a migration period.
I will tell you, and this is actually 100% true, I learned the best name for a group of animals. We do see some Storm Grenadiers, by the way, moving to the south. Maybe going after those rallies to start pushing them back. That'd be kind of nice. Anyway, group of wildebeest. A huge group of wildebeest is called an implausibility. Without doubt, the coolest name ever for a group of animals.
That's like a sci-fi term, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The implausibility. It's like some really scary alien race that wants to destroy everything that you can't comprehend.
It's like it's so X-Files right there, isn't it?
Exactly. That's such a badass name, Con. That's definitely fact of the day, right? Yeah.
Partisans, in the meantime, they are still waiting in there. Oh no, they've been seen now. They're totally screwed.
Yeah.
Never mind, they go down. Storm Grenadiers, get in there, bro. You have 1,800 rounds of basically automatic weapons fire. Shred something.
I know. I think he's just a little bit defensive. I mean, he got the Panzer IV here, and Jibeous, he's doing really well. He's got the plus run still. He's putting on pressure. I mean, C phase is when Chief Berto really kicks into top gear, but Jibeous has all the important areas of the map under his control. So I think he's gonna be doing pretty bloody good.
Well, Storm Grenadiers coming up. Okay, so there are some spot troops against rallies. It's going to be a fight that is not going to go well for the spot troops. So Storm Grenadiers in the meantime, though, that'll be more fun to watch. I want to watch the northern engagement between those two groups.
Oh yeah, I bloody love seeing Storm Grenadiers. They're such a good unit, and they're so fun to use. as you got like an extra 100 meters compared to SMGs to actually like put down fire, but they still kill stuff really fast with those STGs. I mean, just look at the suppression.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Only thing I would say, only minor drawback is the rate of fire for them is beastly high. So any kind of concerted engagement, you're going to be running out of firepower in 2.5 minutes pretty easily.
Yeah.
Couple of AT guns coming up to the north. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, one Pack 40, one Pack 38.
Mm-hmm.
So just really, she really just trying to knock out Rabsk essentially. But we're going to be hitting C phase very shortly, and Adjutant-Chief Berto gets saved by the Americans, quite literally.
Well, he's got to do something here, because even down in the south, where he's pushing forward all his infantry, Pack 40 is starting to shell his tanks, and there's going to be some stug left going on here pretty quickly, too.
Wow. Stug 3G, there we go. That's definitely going to help even out things down south and get a good defensive line. But here comes the Spitty fires as they drop some bombs.
And at long last, one Focke-Wulf coming on in, being dreadfully outnumbered.
He may be able to kill Run, because there's no AA on...
No, he's fleeing instead. That actually is probably a smarter play.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he never knows. There's 2 potential Spitfires and a Tempest that can still be brought out, so...
3 potential Spitfires. There's 5 Spitfires.
Damn, 5. That's a lot of Spitfires. Jeez. Yeah, really, Berto, he's been spending all his money on airplanes, and it's kind of worked out. But he needs some more ground units at the same time, as this whole northern assault is not pretty in the slightest.
I didn't even know it was pretty at all. But fair enough.
That's just a giant death ball rolling through. A death ball with light armor, but a death ball nonetheless. We finally got Sherman being ripped into play. That's definitely going to help even out scores a bit, but if he can knock out Panzer IV, he can start killing everything else, but he still needs to get infantry and other support units to retake the area.
Even asking that's a tall ask. Unless Jibeous just completely falls apart, there's no reason at all that this match should go anything but Chief Berto. But any way but Jibeous' way. Yeah,
and Jibeous still even has a Panzer IV behind his lines, still in reserve, so he's doing pretty good. And he just has very good momentum, just pushing hard all over the place. And even though it's all just like light vehicles, they can get killed easily. If you have a lot of light vehicles and half tracks, you can definitely make your opponent's life hell. There's just so many targets to try and deal with.
Very true. Stoke 3 is going to get hit quite handedly.
Yep.
2 Focke-Wulfs now.
Ha ha.
Interesting. So Jibeous says, "Bro, I don't care if you own the air. I have some vultures and birds up in the sky." That really got away from me. I'm sorry. Ooh, still a little bit of a furball still. Can't really see it.
Oh, it's comes to Tempest though, and that's definitely going to even out things. Because that Tempest is a pretty nasty fighter. Yeah, all the Focke-Wulf's going to be retreating. He's not going to be able to escape the Tempest, Joe. That was a little bit of a silly move. He should have kept turn fighting. And there he goes. Mobile Racken now. But yeah, good kill of the Tempest. And Mobile Racken definitely much needed AA down south.
By the way, Pack 40 did claim the P4 from the Allies side. There's another Sherman coming on in, but it's a +3 now for Jibeous.
Yeah, that's not good. That's definitely
that's fantastic. What are you talking about?
It's good for it's good for Jibeous, that's for sure. But it's going to be very hard for Berto to just try to come back from.
Yeah, see, impossible. Good God. Even with that upgun M4 up to the north of Sherman, that is, and bringing in some recon guys to spot for that Sherman, they're pretty nasty defense. Doesn't look that beastly until you realize there's an awful lot of Panzer Shreks and anti-tank weaponry up there.
Yeah, it's just... Even though it's not like, Panther or, heavy AT guns, it's just a lot of stuff you have to fight through, and that takes time to, pick out your stem grenadiers from the town and go from forest to forest. And it's just rather tough unless you have, a bunch of infantry. And as you see up north, he has 1 tank, and it's a pretty decent tank at Sherman, but you need other stuff to really try to make something happen. He's actually deploying more units down south getting 2 armored rifle squads. So maybe he's going to try to do a personal southern side, but even then, it's a Pack 40, it's a Puma, it's a Stag 3G. So that's not really going to work in that choke point.
No, it won't.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, there's partisans that have been there literally since the beginning of the game do take out that Puma. That could swing things a bit.
That could work, but still, it's a lot of... Even the Stag 3G and the Pack 40 is enough to shut down that entire choke point. As it's so hard, pushing along the southern side, I never really recommend it. As, you know, it's just, all you need is like 1 or 2 AT guns, and, you know, it's just a run-race street.
So constrained, exactly.
Yeah.
Armored rifles will be welcomed to the field by that Pack 40. 3, 2, 1, and death is to 1. There goes 1 squad. And second squad too. Oof, just barely missing. Yeah, this is not pretty. In fact, I don't even think... Wow, that Spitfire didn't even get off his bombs.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking in hindsight, Berto shouldn't have invested that much into airplanes. I really like the use of the airplanes and how he used them to keep the enemy suppressed, but he really needed more defensive units on the ground, such as more of those pack guns scattered everywhere, and, you know, tanks, etc., just to try to hold on to B phase, as he really let these half-tracks just run around the map untouched.
Partisans, by the way, are going to claim that Puma, I think, before the end. But exactly, I think maybe if you had done 2 Spitfires, maybe even 2 Spitfires in the Tempest to keep the Spitfires safe, that would have been fine. But I think 3, 4, especially 5, good gosh, that is how many minutes of just raw income being thrown
it's a lot.
away.
It's a lot of points. And even though they can keep stuff suppressed and, you know, stop some assaults, it can only really stop an assault. It can't kill a unit per se. Yeah, they're only good for a temporary measure, and you really needed something more, you know, concrete to knock out all the light vehicles. Because if you let 2nd Panzer build up just a mass of 2-5 run half tracks with, you know, some AT weaponry to support them, it gets really tough to deal with. As those 2-5 runs are essentially just to be shot at to protect the more important units, such as Panzer IVs.
Look to the north real quick. So first of all, it's kind of amusing to me to see 3 M4A3s try to pick on 1 Sturm Grenadier squad.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely insane amounts of firepower. The game is going to end, and just as we were doing that, we are going to see the German Jagdpanzer coming in as well.
Yeah. But,
surprisingly minimal kills.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Only a 400 kill difference. The Jagdpanzer are doing pretty good, and Panzer IV not so much for Demi Brigade. Pretty even out. Panhard doing decentish too. Looking at losses, Ramps definitely. He killed a lot of units, but it's just like cheap infantry really, and run Panhard. Pack 40 doing pretty decent as well. But yeah, really just Jibeous put on pressure. Got ground, held ground, and ground equals victory.
Indeed. So that's a pretty open and shut way to approach the match. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Jibeous' picture, I'm trying to figure out what that is, but I guess I'll talk about that another time. Should ask him. His little profile picture there. But in any case...
Maybe from Police Squad? I don't know. It seems familiar, but...
yeah, who knows? Suffice it to say, it does look like the Demi Brigade is 2nd best, and 2nd Panzer is, well, the first winner.
Yeah.
So, totally a great day for you,
Second loser.
Deutsche Files. What's that?
Second loser.
You're absolutely... I was trying to think how to get a second thing in there. Way to go. That's why you're the Canadian and I'm the American.
Aye.
But alright. So we're coming back on Thursday, I think, with a game from Asia, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Sounds good. All right, folks, for those of you in the U.S., have a great 4th. For those of you elsewhere, have a great 4th. And I guess we'll see you guys on Thursday. I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangaroo. Take it easy.